Hello, America, Mexico, and remote parts of Canada. This is Ron Burgundy reporting for ESPN or S.
Yo, hello there. What's up, y'all? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. Hey, everybody. We got a new video up. All right, and the video is a very adult-like video because it's talking about pensions in the NBA. But I didn't find this out until, I don't know when I found it. I just heard, maybe some podcast talk about it. Basically, they were like, yeah, if you're, in your fourth year in the NBA and there's a player that comes in his first year, and you're barely better than that first-year player, they're going to cut you. Not because they think that this guy's going to be better than you, but because when you get into your fifth year or your sixth year or whenever it happens to be, you get a pension. And what a pension means is once you make it to this many years, I will pay you forever. Per year. A low rate, of course, but forever. You always get paid. And I'm thinking, who benefits from pensions? And who doesn't? So as a player, let's say that I was like a middle layer player, okay? Not like LeBron or Steph, but I was in the middle. I wouldn't really like the idea of a pension because once I make it to that level, now I'm gonna be scrutinized, and I might get cut even though I'm better than someone else because the owners are afraid to pay me a pension. But then the other way is okay, well, if I'm a player, don't I like pensions? Because if I make it to that 6th or 7th year, I get paid forever. So which one would you want? And it just reminds me of all the contracts these days, when you're betting on yourself. And it even reminds me of youth basketball, where you have to bet on yourself. And I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, but we had our players bet on themselves, and I did it to the high school as well. It's a hard one, especially with the running clock. But I said, if you guys aren't up by 10 in 5 minutes, you guys are out the rest of the game. And they definitely tried harder. And I wouldn't say that they increased their effort from the beginning, because the beginning was pretty good, but then it lulled after that. But it was definitely a team that we should have beat by a lot. So I think mostly it's because we were just missing layups or just making bad decisions, not putting the ball in the hands of the people that should have the ball, mostly making costly turnovers. For the most part, I think in the 15 minutes that our starters played, they probably won by one, maybe. I don't care what kind of clock management's going on, what kind of zone they're in. That wasn't good. So, but we'll talk about that in a second. But if you will have a chance to watch the video and can understand it, it includes Teo's dad. And he knows a lot more about business things than I do. But yeah, that was what the video was about, in case you guys were really wondering, what are they talking about? Dude, I didn't understand that. But what's up, Kieran and Declan Left? I see you, Teo Trujillo. I see you, Taz, Manian Devil. What up, baby? All right, let's start by talking about impact. That's what this is right here. It's about impact. All right, the impact that you have on your team and on others in the game, to the overall scheme of things, okay? It's the impact. You want to have as much impact as possible. And two players that come to mind for this result, or for this facet, would be Weston Chambers out there, and Manu. All right, Manuel, Manu, Manny, they call him. Okay, he's a new player of ours. Okay. I can't say his last name's like Cuervas. I can't say any of his name, but yeah, those two guys, they had an impact issue, and it was impact. And what I noticed is that, like, when Manny was with the top squad, he would fade to the background and just kind of watch. And he's like so kind. He's like, oh yeah, good job. And then Kieran went in and missed the layup, and I didn't yell at Kieran because the layup, that happens, but I looked at Manny standing on the 3-point line, and I was like, what are you doing? We talked about it before the game. I said, like, hope he misses. Pray he misses. Go in there and be a part of the game. And then Weston, later on, we took all, like, the top guys out. We made Weston a top guy because Weston was coming to me, and he was like, hey, I want to make the NBA, baby. And I was like, do you really? He's like, yeah, I'm doing everything. I'm going to make the NBA. And I was like, well, I said, if you try your hardest, you might make D3. He's like, no. Like that, I'm like, okay, then prove me wrong. And he went out there and we put him as the main guy, and the dude watched. And he saw Declan dribbling up the court against some 6th graders and was like, good luck, buddy, and just ran down the court. And it was like, wait, you're the man. I said, go get the ball. He's like, And then on defense, he's just watching again. And he's just like guarding his man. And he lets him get like 6 rebounds. He did not move from his man. And it was like, no, you're the only one that can impact the game right now. We need you. But it's not enough to just impact the game when you're the main impactor. You must impact the game even when you're a role player. You must impact the game. You must be involved in like every play possible. And I know that you're tired, but hey, last game for that 3rd through 6th grade, I played everyone equal playing time. That was weird because, the way that we did it, people probably thought that they didn't get equal playing time. They probably thought, man, I barely played that game. Nah, it was about half and half. Every single person played half. All right, maybe not Declan. I think Declan and Kamundi might have played below half, I think. And maybe, I think, what's his name? Huxley and Jarek played more than half. But beyond that, it was like pretty even. All right, and but we saw what happened, and you have to be able to impact the game, whether you're like a person that can't get a rebound or a person that can't really guard people. You got to figure out a way where you can impact each and every single play positively, even if you don't get to get the ball on offense. We had some 8th graders in the game before that day say, I didn't touch the ball, because it was a blowout win that we had earlier, and like I guess people were they just weren't passing the ball around because it was so easy. And one of our 8th graders was like, I didn't touch the ball. No one passed to me. And I'm like, well, did we make every shot? Because if we didn't make every shot, that should have been your rebounds. We don't really have time for complaints, because he's definitely a quiet guy, and I'm sure he wasn't screaming, ball, okay? And I'm sure when he got the ball, he didn't just magically just do amazing, right? So make your own luck. Go out there and make your own luck. So impact the game, all right, you guys? And I was thinking about Weston. What's up, Caleb? I was thinking about Weston, and it was like, and I deal with this with a lot of players. They'll come to me, and they'll be like, I want to make the NBA, right? And I'll be like, yo, like, and I'll tell them the truth. Whether they're like, whether you have a slight chance, no chance, I'll just be like, this is what I believe. And I may be wrong, but this is what I believe. All right? Because I don't want to lie. But should I be lying? Should I lie to them? Because the parents and, our culture would say, yes, lie to that kid so he has like, a fathom of hope. And I'm like, what have you really created? Only when you lie to someone that they're going to move hard? I'm going to tell you the truth, and I expect you to go as hard as you possibly can. All right? Even though you heard my truth, which may not be the truth, by the way. It's never. If I said that you have guaranteed chance to make the NBA, you might get your leg broken the next day. I don't really know the future. All right? But with that said, no matter what I tell you, it should affect you positively. You should spin it positively. Even if it's like way up there or way down here, whatever I tell you should be like the impetus of why you became amazing. Right? If you're going to be amazing at all, right? Because I believe that there are some players who are affected by people telling them, dude, I think you can be an NBA player. And then they're like, really, I can? I'm going to go out there and work so hard. Maybe they're affected by that. And then some players are like, they hear, dude, you suck, I hate you. And then they're like, what did you say? I'm going to go out there and be the best player ever, right? And you're thinking that those are two different types of players. I think that's one person, at least 90% of the time. I think that same person would have been affected positively, whether you yelled at him positively or negatively. And he's just waiting for anything. It's like a fire ready to happen, and he's impacted. He's going to become a raging inferno no matter what you throw on him. Even if you throw ice on him, he's going to use that ice to become fire. All right? So become impactful. Don't need me to lie to you, and use everything as a positive force, but you have to be a positive force first. All right? Our roster squad, our squad numbers. Heads up, this is always the case. The solution is to come to each and every single game all the time and sign up way early. All right? But we will occasionally have games where we have 12 people. And that's a good sign. It means that we're building a culture, okay? But look, you have to realize that most games, guys, we have like 5 or 4 or 3. All right? And the only fix for that is to add more people potentially. But that's going to lead to these games where we have 12 people. All right? And you can't be like, well, let's just have 8 out there. Let's have, no, that's not going to work. Because then you're going to have less people overall because they couldn't sign up and it's going to be too full. I mean, it is the way it is. Until you get like a dedicated group of like, let's say 8 players, 10 players maybe, that will play year round and never play one other sport ever and never have a birthday party, shut up. I mean, just, it is what it is. All right, so make sure that you sign up. Make sure that you show up. Make sure that you make the most of the time that you're on the court. While you're on the court, I don't care if it's a minute or 4, or 40 minutes or like 20 minutes, whatever it may be, you make the absolute most of it. And then you've done your part. All right, because I think at some level in time you're going to be playing that much anyway, so do your part. And you know what, if I have some players that, again, say that they want to make the NBA and then they actually work out, I have not had a player in our program say that like truthfully and said I'm going to do everything, right? I've asked Kieran and he said he refuses to answer. But if a player says that, what I've done in the past with like Finley and with maybe a couple of other players, like I think maybe Dennis, I'm not sure. The players that truly said, I want it all and I'll do everything that you say. Let us do it. Connor was one, I believe, kind of. But what I'll do is during those games of like where we have 12 people, I play that person the entire time. It's like a benefit because they're serious and they say, I'll never leave. I'm like, yeah, okay, then you win. I'll put that person in the middle and I'll sub 4 around them every single second. And then I expect you to balance everything because those would be like local games, not the elite team games. And I expect you to pass to everyone and make everyone happy. And just figure it out. Figure out how to balance everything and then still win. Because if we don't win, we're going to lose people. So you become like LeBron James basically. You have to carry everything on your shoulders. And then you play the whole game, which is cool. I've done that before, but I'm not going to do that to anyone who doesn't really want that. I'm not going to push anyone beyond their limits. And so, again, I've asked. I have not heard the answers yet. I assume you guys don't want to say out loud that you're going to make the NBA. But I got to tell you, the later that you say that, the least chance that you're going to have. So the ones that make the NBA are the guys that in first grade are like, definitely I want to do it, okay? Because you know what the answer is when I ask you, do you want to go to college for academics? Right now, you're not like maybe, oh, if the winds go right, if I don't fall down and hit my skull so I can't think no more, well then I can't go to college. No, you're like, yes, definitely I'm going to college, which is why you're going to go to college. All right? If you go to like the hood maybe, or someone who's like someone's whose family's never been to college, they're going to be like, I don't know, I might work at Foot Locker, like honestly. All right? So for you guys who aren't quite sure about the NBA, dude, that's why. All right, so get sure about it. If you tell me, then everything drastically changes. So the squad members, heads up, sign up early. And man, it sucks when we only have 3 or 4 guys, but try to stop that from happening. Then we won't have to worry about this. I'll just add more teams. Homework, a weapon of mass destruction. I was thinking about our homework explanation, and I want to perfect it, okay? And people don't quite understand it, so I've come up with these 5 things, okay? If there's more, maybe I'll come up with 10. I don't know. But it has to be an even number, right? But the 5 things are, if you do homework, it creates a culture, right? That's what I keep telling you guys. More people will be more likely to do it, so then you don't have to worry about your teammates dropping basketballs and missing shots. 2, the coach can help you out. All right, the coach can help you out, and he can see your mistakes and be like, "Oh, dude, you should change this," which is great. 3, you're held accountable. Everyone gets to see whether you posted or not, and everyone gets to be like, "Yo, you didn't post," and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I feel like they need to post, because if I don't post, that means I didn't do my homework, and I can't just lie about it." So you're gonna be more likely to post. All right. 4, and the most important one is you'll actually improve. Okay. Like, if you do the homework, you're gonna improve. This is the most important one, right? But the 5th one, which I just added, you get a longer leash during the games. All right, you get more opportunity, because the coach is gonna be like siding for you. It's just like in class. Like, maybe you guys don't do this yet, but if you're struggling in class and you go and let's say that you get like, I don't know, like 79. Okay, I guess that's not that bad. You get a 59.5 on the test, and if you're struggling, that's actually an F. But if before that you went to the teacher's office and you were like, "Hey, can you maybe help me out?" And the teacher took time out of their day to help you out, to help you understand this, and you raised your grade up from, like, let's say a 53 to a 59.5. They're gonna not give you the F. They're gonna give you a D. They're gonna be like, "Dude, we're gonna round that up, because I know the effort that you put in." They're gonna give you more like of a leash. They're gonna be like, "Dude, I know the effort that you put in. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, let's keep going. I'm gonna try to inspire you, because you've inspired me. This is what I want as a teacher, right?" So when you post homework, the coach is gonna be like more on your side. It's gonna be less likely to be like, "Why'd you shoot that 3?" Be like, "No, I've seen you practice that like a million times a day. Like, you need to shoot that. You're good. I've seen you make it. I've seen you dribble during workouts. I know you can do it." And whereas those people who are working out in secret, like, I don't know if they're working out, but let's just say they're totally working out like Michael Jordan, but they're doing it secretively, and they turn the ball over 7 times in the game. I'm like, well, whatever you're doing secretively is not working. I'm gonna assume that you suck during your practice. But if I've seen you do it perfectly during practice, and then you mess up during the games, I'm like, keep trying, keep going, because it's just your nerves, dude. You're good. So take that to the bank and try to understand that, please. All right. Standards versus the process. Okay, this is another one. All right. Once you play against a bad team, now that you guys are getting pretty good, don't forget that we played these teams before, the same players, but now you're kicking some of their butts, right? Once you get better, we're gonna hold you to different standards. So, like that top squad again, the last game, you guys were missing layups. Like, the very first play, we went 0 for 5. All right, with 5 offensive rebounds. All right, so against a good team, you're gonna get smacked. So against this bad team, or like a less good team, they aren't gonna be able to keep up with you anyways. You got up by 8, then the game got within 4. It was like back and forth. That can't be your level anymore. Therefore, I'm gonna consider that a 30-point blowout, and we're gonna need a new squad in. All right. And even though it's against a bad team and we're beating them still, okay, and you're like, if we just let us go, we're going to win by 2, maybe even 3 points. It's going to be crazy. Nah, man. This game is going to be Kamundia's game, Joey's game. I'm sorry. You guys are coming out. I'm going to act like you're down by 40, and because you would have been down by 40 if you played like that against a better team. And I'm going to be like, yeah, you're subbed out for the real guys, okay? So that's why we're going to do that. All right? Are just going to leave me out of that one, huh? Oh, leave you out of which one? Which one was I leaving you out on? The homework? Good job doing the homework. But yes, the standards. All right, we're gonna hold you guys to higher standards when you guys play against worse teams. So heads up for those standards, because I think that's necessary to keep improving, because we shouldn't be playing against too many bad teams anyways. All right, and then the last thing is the movies of the month. All right, the movies of the month, since it's a new month. If you're a first grader, your movie was Rookie of the Year. Second grade, The Sandlot. Third grade, Miracle. Fourth grade, Rocky 4. Fifth grade, Rocky Balboa. We got 2 Rocky movies in the same month. Sixth grade, Senna. Seventh grade, Run Fat Boy Run. Eighth grade, Tin Cup. Ninth grade, Moneyball. 10th grade, Slapshot. 11th grade, Semi-Pro. 12th grade, Tyson. Ooh. All right, so those are the movies of the month. All right, and here is the quote of the day. Quote of the day is define yourself. All right, just like that, like that definition of homework. You can make the definition whatever you want, right? Define yourself. How would you define yourself? As like strong, spunky, nuanced, like smart, great 3-point shooter, whatever you want to define yourself, but then back it up too. All right, define yourself. The world doesn't have to define you. You're not what the world thinks of you. It's whatever you want to be, and you can change that, but you got to back it up. You can't just say I'm an astronaut and then go out there and not be an astronaut. You got to actually study to become one. Okay, so define yourself by the actions that you do, by the methods that you take to become better. All right, that's the quote of the day. Define yourself. All right, moving on to the homework. Is this homework? No, this is the itinerary. What am I doing? The itinerary for the future. We got judgment shots, 7-minute shootings coming up here. This is for all you guys who are doing 7-minute shooting out there. This is your time to shine in person. Okay. Then we got cops and robbers, pump fakes to escape dribbles, battle ropes, and backboard alley oops. And then we got divine drill that we just finished, 1-on-1 with personal rules that we just did. Indirect Euro step, Kyrie spin to J, hurdle layups, and then 180 side or fake handoff. The stuff that we're doing tonight. Tonight, we got these things right here. And it's clap dribble, pick and roll, flip flop, fly drill, trick dribbles, press break, give and go, triangle cuts for shots. So just check them out real quick to see what's going on. Here's what they look like. All right, it's bounce cross between the legs, behind the back. Bounce cross between the leg, behind the back. So you switch each time. All right, slow motion. Bounce cross between the legs, behind the back, clap, and then repeat. All right, so that's the drill. That's the drill. You can do it against the wall for not that good, with a partner for good enough. Moving on. Pick and roll, flip flop. This is if they have a screen that is always the same, basically, like a defense that's always the same, where the defense will routinely show. Like they're always going to show, always going to show, always going to show. This is against a good team, okay? But they're probably like a team that's a little bit lazy. So what you got to do is you're going to pretend the screen on one side and then go to the other side. No, as the only one in Colorado to even come close to doing the book every day, it's okay though. I get used to being the underdog. I said as the people that want to make the NBA. We'll see if it's you. We'll see if it's you, Noah Masseth. We'll see if it's you, Noah. Alright, checking out the next drill. The fly drill. We do this for a warm-up, but now we're going to do it for the actual drill during the workout, so make sure you guys work on it. I guess you can do it without the ball or without the steps, and you can combine them if you have to, so that's what we're going to do today. So we'll go on the side, make sure that you're stepping in, stepping out, getting better and better and better. Alright, now for the next one, this one's a lot, okay? Alright, look, I love trick dribbles, and I think that they're fun, they get us better, I mean, they're neat, right? You can do a whole bunch of different ones, okay? I might even have you guys go around circle and show a new trick dribble. You can watch this for ideas. Go behind your back. You can go high center with one hand. You can go toss, catch it behind your back. You can go ball spin. You can sit down and go tee if you want. Like there's so many different trick dribbles. You can have fun with it. But again, the point is to have fun. And this is where like basketball isn't just a rigid like going over and over and over. You should have a lot of fun playing and practicing basketball. Okay, so these should be fun things that will make you better. Right? Fun things that make you better. And I, as you can probably tell from my expertise right here. I spent a lot of time doing this kind of stuff when I was younger, and I had total amounts of fun. Had a basketball in my hand, improving, just doing a whole bunch of triples. Right? Let's see if I messed up the first time. I'm on camera. It's clutch time. Will I catch the ball? I think I missed the first one, and I get the second one. Here we go. Come on, John. Oh, I caught it, but no. You saw that break in the camera? Probably me messing up. I probably cut it right there. All right. Ooh, Kieran almost got that. Oh, missed that right there. All right, so yeah, we got a lot of trick numbers coming up. So let's see what we can do with those. All right, next drill. Press break, give and go. All right, gonna dribble forward, scare him back, pass that back. Kind of a bad pass. Up, kind of a bad pass, and then score the layup. So we're gonna get a rotation going. See if we can do that. We might start off with this drill since it's the most complex. I'll show you guys more later. And this one is triangle cuts for shots. Boom, sprint down the middle. Get that ball ready fast on the wings. As soon as you catch the ball, get it ready fast so you can just pass it. So you can pass it, or you can alley-oop it, okay? And it's either a bounce pass from your knee, straight ahead pass, down the middle from head to head, or a whip cam alley-oop, okay? So they either cut down the middle or down the side. And those are all the drills. Let's check the homework. Homework. Who's been posting? We got a USA team member posting some push-ups. Nice job. I see that. Shooting right there. Teo, nice job. Nash drill. Okay, I like that. It is the Nash drill month. That is the homework for the month. So that's going to be the hardest month that we've ever done. I might make you guys do the Nash drill. I think maybe, of course, we might do the Nash drill. So remind me, if I forget to have you guys do the Nash drill, remind me to have you guys do the Nash drill. It might lower our count for the day. I don't know how many people are going to keep coming. Maybe everyone's going to stop coming. I have no idea. How about the story of the day?
Don't run towards your goal. Run through your goal. In a world where most everyone is gunning for that finish line, be sure to set yourself apart by setting your goals just a bit further. That might not only be the exact edge you need, but creating that habit will take you an enormous distance in your overall life.
That's some good advice right there. All right, so yes, don't run towards your goal, run through your goal. Don't run towards your goal, run through your goal. You never just settle for like what's right in front of you. You want to go beyond it so that even if you fail, you land at a pretty good spot. You're aiming for 120%, so you land at 110. You're like, dang it, but you won with the perfect score, right? So start thinking of life that way and everything that you do. All right, the movie of the day is Rookie of the Year. I'm going to come back to this because I want to talk about this movie. I like this movie a lot. Let's go with the trivia next. All right, the trivia question today, guys, and good luck with the trivia. All right, the trivia question today is. Kieran won last month, so Kieran, you get a trivia coin. I'll give it to you tonight. And Caleb, I got your book for you as well. Coach, can you bring my book? Yeah, I got it. I had it over the weekend. Just be sure to ask me. I have it on me all the time now. All right, sorry about that. But the trivia question tonight is, how many scoring titles did Michael Jordan win during his NBA career? That's the question. Easy peasy. How many times did Michael Jordan lead the league in scoring? Lead the NBA in scoring. Right? How many times? He played for 17 years. How many times did he lead the league in scoring? This is just a number. It could be all 17. It could be one. It could be never. Never know. But how many times? We got 4. 4 is a nice guess. 4 is a quality guess. But don't forget he's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, that is the answer right there. Caleb got the answer. And the answer is 10 times. 10 times. Jordan's individual accolades and accomplishments include 5 league MVP awards, 6 NBA Finals MVP awards, 10 scoring titles, 10 all NBA first team designations, 9 all defensive first team honors, 14 NBA All-Star game selections, 3 All-Star game MVP awards, 3 steal titles, and 1988 Defensive Player of the Year award. Woo! That's a lot of stuff right there. But yes, it was 10. It was 10, and Caleb now has the lead for the month. Good luck this month, Caleb, and everybody else. 1-0 Caleb's in the books. All right, moving on. What are we talking about? For the last thing, I believe we had Media Day for the NBA. Yeah, and this dude, I ain't got nothing to say about it, but he's dressed as a goth or emo person. He's a crazy dude. I like his craziness. Pretty interesting. And he says that Media Day is like Halloween to him, he says. So, anyway, good on him. How about the movie? All right, the movie of the day for the first grade, guys. This is Rookie of the Year. All right. It's a very, very fun movie, and it basically puts everyone's dreams out there because, I mean, people don't want to just work for it. They want to be magically blessed with the skills to make the major leagues or like the NBA or the professional ranks. And this guy, he broke his arm. And when they fixed his arm, it made his arm throw a ball 100 miles an hour because, whatever. And he found that out because a home run got hit in Wrigley Field, and when the home run gets hit there by the opposing team, they always throw the ball back, which is kind of funny. I like that. It's pretty gangster because everybody like tries to value balls and they're like, nah, throw that thing back, right? But when he threw it back, it went all the way to home plate, and they were like, whoa, like that. And then he became the pitcher, and he could throw heat. Some people kind of caught up to his heat, but the whole thing is like, what would you do if you made the professional rings? This is what everyone wants to happen. But how about the story of the kid who actually puts in all the work instead of waiting for a broken arm? How about that story? Anyways, this movie is definitely 46 out of 50 because it is an epic movie, especially if you're a young kid like a first grader. It might inspire you to do some things, but don't have it inspire you to think, I can magically make it. No, there is no magic. There's no magical pill, all right? You can't just break your arm and become a great athlete, all right? But this movie's fun, it's interesting, it's cool, and I highly recommend it. If any first graders watch it out there, please do a movie review and put it in the homework section. All right, don't forget that the quote of the day, you guys, is define yourself. I will see you guys at the workout. Be prepared to work your butt off. You like that movie? Yeah, it was a good movie, man. All right, be prepared to work your butt off, please, so we can all get better. And I want to get to the point where we can just play, mostly play during our workouts or practices, or just move from thing to thing. I think because we explained it pretty well in some easy drills today, it might make today one of those days where we just go. And those who don't understand it, dude, that's their fault, right? All right, so you guys show up, please. Show up and show out. All right, I will talk to y'all soon. Reese's and pieces, y'all.